Dr.G.Raja Singh Tangadurai Garu, Program Director, PJ10 BrahMos, DRDO to share his valuable words.
So, good evening to all of you. At the outset, I thank the organizers, Naresh Indian and Gurunanak Group for giving me this opportunity to share a few of my thoughts with you. Basically, this program is mainly meant to give you little bit awareness what is happening around you and what are all the opportunities available. And we are at a very short distance. You people utilize us. That is the ultimate message. So all of you might have known about our DRDO. So in this brief 15-20 minutes, because the topic he has given us at defense technologies. So what about little bit about the defense technologies? Basically, we are working in the missile complex. So in missiles, what are all the technologies we employ? And where do you people fit in? And what are the opportunities it is throwing? Just I'll give a brief. So basically, any technology you use in defense, be it communication, be it miniaturization, or anything you do, embedded systems, software, hardware, everything is embedded, involved in the defense technologies. If you see the present Russia-Ukraine conflict, Israel and the other conflicts and all, you may be seeing what are all the systems being used. So, for all the military operations, whatever we use, is all the defense technologies. Now, human life is more important. So, how much you automate, use unmanned systems, use artificial intelligence, all those things are coming into the play. So basically, everybody will know any object thrown with the intention of creating damage to the enemy is a missile. So basically, you want to be a little bit far off from the enemy. That is what we call as a standoff distance. You just go fast only. They'll anyhow see that. So over a period, the more you are being at far off, when the initial fighting and all ancient, people used bow and arrow, then used, because line of sight is more important when I want to attack you. You might have heard about the Kargil war, where the enemy gone over the hill. So line of sight and being at the top place. So they had the elephant chariots. Then the medieval time you had the rifles and warships coming over. So each time technology was improving. Who had that technology, they were winning the war. So then later you had the tanks, submarines. Now modern warfare, actually he is an expert in the electronic warfare, whatever they have done, our DLRL and all. So many of the things, unless you might have heard even our regular civil transport, when one day system is down, people cannot travel. So much people are dependent on that. So how you have the intelligence to have that. And next is a platform-centric. More of what are the type of platforms you have. And future will be a combination of everything. We call it as network-centric and more of an information warfare. So basically, I'll not go much into the detail. When whoever is interested, they can always come to us. We can plan a visit and come also spend some time with us. The missile, the purpose, because one slide I'll spend some time. It is from your place to the enemy's place, you have to send a warhead, which will create a damage. Okay, so then to take from one place to other, you need a propulsion system, some engine to take it over. And you want the missile to follow some particular path. Suppose you are throwing something, some mountain is on the way, or something else is there, you want it to, or you may be detected. So you want the missile to follow some specific path. That we call it as a trajectory. And when your missile is not following that path, you sense it and try to guide and correct it. So that is the control and guidance. So this is the entire whatever of the missile. So the platform may vary, the target may vary, range may vary, but the matter remains same. So missile can be classified in multiple ways. These are all available in literature. So when you see our DRDO, Hyderabad is the place which is having the missile labs. So we call as MSS cluster, Missiles and Strategic System Cluster. So the DRDL, RCI, all these places are available in Hyderabad. So these are all the technologies or core competence, whatever is there. These are all the areas we work in the particular areas. So if you are interested, these are all the areas. If you want to get into defense, either in the government sector or a private thing, these are all the areas where you have to concentrate. So basically, I come from the BrahMos team. So BrahMos is what you can say, it's a cruise missile. Usually there is a difference between the ballistic missile and cruise missiles. Ballistic missile generally we use for the long range, where it takes the path like suppose if you throw a stone, it follows the parabolic path. So it will go into the very high in the atmosphere, long range, and initially only it will be powered. Later, once the power is cut off due to inertia and the aerodynamics, you will travel further. Those things are all called ballistic missiles. Cruise missiles are like suppose you travel in an aircraft. Aircraft, it takes off, climbs, then cruises, then descends and lands. So what we call is a cruise is, it has a constant attitude and altitude. So missiles having that kind of that flat portion, they are all called cruise missiles. Then what is the advantage? See, when it is there is when you are closer to the enemy, depending on the line of sight, if you are tracked, you will be neutralized. So you want to fly very low, close to the enemy. So in the flat portion, you see at the last, suppose BrahMos and the last 40-50 kilometers, it flies at the building height, treetop height. So detectability becomes a problem. That is how that cruise missiles have become important. Next, so as I told, I am from the BrahMos. And the main objective of this meeting, as Naresh had told also, how from humble beginnings, minimum exposure, you are able to reach. See, actually, Dr. Kalam, he was the visionary who put the seed for the BrahMos. We had many technologies, but this cruise missile where it uses ramjet, we were not having. So during one of his visit to Russia, he has seen that. Then the plan for BrahMos, it started. And he was very closely associated with BrahMos. Every month he used to review. When he was even president, he used to come and review our programs. So that is how he was continuously telling people to, because we had a lot of Russian technologies involved. Because like earlier speaker, he told earlier our GDP was mainly because of the agriculture, other things. Russians, they get the GDP in the weapon export. We get all our equipment from Russia earlier days, erstwhile USSR. So they had a lot of technology. So getting the technology, he used to tell us. And we have to salute him for making us proud also. Whether it is Space Club or re-entry Agni class of missiles or the nuclear Pokhran 2, whatever we did. So India, the core competence was built up during Dr. Kalam's period through the IGDMP program, Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. So when we had that expertise, he told that the Russians also, they have some specific thing in that. That is how the BrahMos was born. Now, this just to tell that this story, what is there is, earlier you know about the hare and tortoise. So first part you know, a rabbit or the hare slept, tortoise won. The second thing, a rabbit or a hare became alert and it won. And the third scenario was, the tortoise asked for a race where they have to pass a stream of water, river. So there, then the tortoise wins. So then what happens is, they come together. That is in the land, the tortoise will be carried over by the hare or rabbit. Then in the water, it will carry. That is utilizing other strength to minimize time and minimize resources, next expenditure like that. So what is there is like our Kalam, Hyderabad is a place where the entire missile activities are being done. So be it tactical missile or strategic missiles, the difference between them is tactical missiles are frequently used in the war and they'll have minimum explosives and all. And strategic things, they'll have nuclear warheads and all. So these areas, wherever you want to work to relate with RCI, we have all the electronics related things. And DRDL, we have all the aerodynamic structures, propulsion systems tried and all. So, and when you are doing a project, you should be in a multi kind of thing. And now Indian side, we are going near the self-reliance. What government is talking about is the Atmanirbhar. And you don't only make for India, make for global. And next step, what they are saying is, you have to become a global leader. That is, you should not be always a follower and all. So a lot of things are being done. And right now, 2-3 areas like electronic warfare we have seen. And the other thing was, now many of non-contact related things. See, suppose if you want to guard your place, there are multi-layer defense. That is 3-layer defense, like you have seen about the Israel war, about the Iron Dome and the other things and all. That means if a missile is launched itself, you should be able to know it and try to neutralize before it enters into your territory. Like when almost 180 missiles were fired against Israel, they could defend it. So these kind of things are coming, and people are looking for simpler solutions. And what they have is like, what you can say, suppose low-cost drones, more numbers will be launched. Suppose instead of 100, 200 are launched, you may be neutralizing few, but few will penetrate. These kind of things are happening. And for students like you and all, now what is happening is available technology, how they are merging them to have a new product. See, like suppose drone, well-known and established technology, you have a rifle or AK-47, well-known is there. They combine that, a drone will be firing an AK-47. That product comes. So that is how it is being done. There is no shortcut to success. Whatever these people were there, they were struggling. As he told, he has covered it. That is that 4 P's for success. One is the purpose. That means you should know the goal, what you want to do. Because as he told that DRDO was the only option. Like Arjun saw the neck of the bird. You should, lot of disturbance will be there. You think that what you should do. That is the first P, purpose you should know. Second thing, as he told, earlier speaker only, he told that you should have the passion. I don't get tired with the problem, I don't get this. So once you have the passion about it, all these disturbance, whatever comes also will not allow you to do that. Then the third P is the persistence. That means when you are doing, there will be lot of disturbance, lot of distractions, lot of failures. It is, you will not accept in first attempt. That is the third P. And fourth P is, result will not come over time. I am just again taking from the earlier speaker. He told 6 months he didn't make the break even and all. So he had patiently waited for 6 years. So patience you should have. Definitely you will succeed. So that is my one simple message to you. All the 4 P's you have a purpose, you have the passion, you have the persistence, and you have the patience to succeed, and you will achieve. So any doubts are there, you can ask, and I will be happy to clarify. Thank you.